Right, we're here today at the Big Fish with Finn Ross and Max Lichtenstein from an organisation called Let Them Fish. This started as a school project where they're collecting old fishing gear or used fishing gear from Kiwis and sending it up to the islands where it can be used. Boys, can you tell us a little bit about how this all started?
Yes, so like you said, it was a school project where Finn went up to Fiji and one of the locals asked him, next time you come up, could you bring an old rubber for my spear gun, because I don't have access to go and get one. And we realised that there's all this old gear sitting around in Kiwis' back sheds, and that there's a real need for these people up in the islands, and we're there to provide that need.
What sort of gear in particular are you looking for?
So any gear is potentially usable by someone. Any gear can go to a good home, but specifically sort of mid-range trolling gear for wahoo and walu around the reef, trolling rapalas and stuff like that, but anything really can go to a good home.
And so you want both lures and rods and reels, I take it?
Yep.
Yeah, and just basic tackle, hooks, swivels, sinkers.
This type of lure here is really useful up in the islands. It's a bib minnow. They control it and they can catch anything from small tuna to walu, even GTs, all good food source for them.
Yeah, and they're not targeting huge game fish. It's subsistence, so they're not for sport. They're just going after what they can do to feed their village.
Now, boys, it's not just fishing gear we're after. Dive gear can be of great use to them up there, can't it? So
Yeah,
what are you particularly looking for there?
Yeah, so they've got such an amazing resource out there. There's so many different sea animals. It's not all reef sort of interpelagics. They can access like crayfish and small reef fish with spears. So diving or any gear that's going to help them harvest some food we can put to use.
So snorkels, masks, and wetsuits, and even life jackets for boating safety. Yeah.
And lights too.
Yeah.
They do a lot of diving at night, don't they?
Yeah, lights, torches are great. Yeah.
And I understand, boys, you've already sent one shipment up?
Yeah, so I just got back from Fiji a week ago, where I went to Navivi village, where we took part of our shipment. The other part went to Tonga and Savu in Fiji, a village out of Savu.
What guarantees have you got, guys, that this gear is going to be, that we're asking Kiwi anglers for, that it's going to be put to good use?
So from going and talking to some of the villagers, they've fishing gear for them, it's something that's really important. So if you give someone a fishing rod, typically they'll hold on to it and they'll value it. But up there we've got an organisation called the Kwaka Giving Foundation who's working with us, and they're going to have an ongoing process, so it's being monitored in a sustainable way, and education. So they're going to go back every 1 or 2 months and check on the villagers, make sure they're using it in the right way and a sustainable way, and if they are using it in a good way to improve their fisheries, then they'll receive more gear for their village.
Can anybody who's got this gear that they'd like to give to you, where can they deliver it to?
So on our website, letthemfish.org.nz, there's a list of the various fishing shops Auckland-wide where we have collection bins just like this one, and this is here in the Big Fish in Pakuranga.
Well, that's great, guys. I think it's an admirable project, and I know that all of us have got bits and pieces lying around our garage. We're coming up to Labour Weekend, traditionally the start of the fishing season, when people replace a lot of their gear. So have a look through what you've got sitting in the corner of that garage, and please think of these guys. It's going to a good cause, and it'll be put to great use. Thanks, guys. Well done.